Welcome to the Site Cabin Podcast, episode 10! Hey! Yes!
Shit. Where did all them people come from?
Episode 10! Episode 10, as you might have guessed, in front of a live audience. Cut to the live audience. Just go. That's the quick cut. Welcome, audience. Give us another cheer. Hey! Some of our biggest fans. Throughout the season.
And a couple of guests as well.
And a couple of guests. Yeah, a couple of actual real-life guests. Yeah. Andy is at the back there. Mike's at the back there. Mike was guest on episode 3.
I've not watched any of them.
Danny's not watched any of them. Danny's still not watched any of them.
I listened to the second one.
You've only listened to the second one out of 10, out of 9 episodes.
I don't want to listen to myself.
Yeah. Can you do the emails? Yeah. Without looking. He's failed already.
Inquiries at Site Cabin Podcast.
That was quite good. Yeah. That was pretty good.
Okay.
It's a different feeling today, isn't it? It's a different dynamic.
It's a bit weird having everyone here.
Normally we're in a box on our own, aren't we?
Sweating.
And actually, I've just realised I'm not looking at them lot, but you two are.
Yeah.
You two like literally looking at all the reactions.
Yeah, they're all going, Dave, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, they're all going, oh, for fuck's
One of them's
sake.
doing this a lot.
So one of them's calling you a wanker already. Yeah, basically. So we are also live on TikTok as well at the same time. So we're going to be answering questions on TikTok. We won't be able to get to all your questions today, so apologies there. To the running order, loads of things. So we've done the welcome, live audience. I don't even know what that means, what I've wrote down there, actually. Christina.
It's like some of these questions, their handwriting.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Should we start with an audience question straight away?
Yeah, go on then.
Go on, pick one out of the heart.
Pick a random one.
Pick one out of the hard hat. We'll start with an audience question straight away.
Straight away, we've gone to Auntie Gwen.
She's everybody's auntie, I presume.
Everyone's auntie.
Yeah. Everyone's got an auntie Gwen, haven't they?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So Auntie Gwen is asking, how long did Dan work with Dave and Daniel? And did they pay him compensation for resulting nervous breakdown?
We worked together.
It was on and off with Mike.
On and off with Mike, wasn't it? Yeah.
And then there was a job, your last one on the tools, actually.
Lee.
Your dad will work together, Andy.
Yeah, the company went bump.
Yeah.
My last day,
Yeah.
my very last day, the company went bankrupt.
Yeah.
Is that when you had to run down to the bank?
Yeah, that's exactly
That
right.
was when it
We had to go. We had to run to the bank. We literally had to go to the bank. The guy came to us and he goes, listen, lads, if you don't go to the bank now, you're not going to get paid.
Yeah, literally, that scene from that film where they're all in the bank.
It's a
and
Wonderful Life.
They're all trying to get the money out of the bank.
Yeah.
There was loads of people. It was an NatWest bank. And everyone was like, I've got to cash my check. There was loads of people from the company cashing checks.
Yeah.
Just so they could get paid for, I think it was Christmas, actually.
It was Christmas. I think. Oh, was it Christmas? No, it was summer.
It was summer holidays. That was it. Yeah.
Mike's just saying. Yeah, we did actually. Yeah, we did. We all cashed our checks and got like £1,000 each or something in cash.
Yeah.
Which is a couple of weeks' wages.
Yeah.
You know, not everyone in construction's on £1,000 a week, by the way. No matter what they tell
Just
you.
electricians.
Just electricians and plumbers. Yeah. And some site managers. Boo.
But going back to Gwen's question, well, how long did we? Well, on and off. It was probably like a period of. But it adds up over to a couple of years. It must do.
What,
All
working
the time
together?
We've all worked together.
Yeah. We've worked together a lot, really, haven't we?
Yeah.
Did you ever want to kill
Mike,
each other
Danny.
at some point?
Every all the time, all the time. In fact, one of my mates who's here today, he worked with me once for a couple of days as well, and he's a school teacher.
Is he really?
Yeah. He did really well.
Would that be Dave?
It's David.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it like, Dave, working with Danny as now you're a school teacher? The difference.
Do you
You've
wanna
got
give him the
mic.
mic?
Pass the mic over.
My main memory of working with Danny was stopping at Tesco Express for lunch.
The meal deal. The
No.
meal deal.
I got a sandwich and a bottle of water. And Dan came out with like a sausage roll, a Scotch egg, a sandwich, a massive like bag of Doritos,
You fat
5
bastard.
Boost
You fat
bars and a
bastard.
double decker or something.
Brilliant.
It was,
Absolutely brilliant.
Got to work on this high blood pressure. It takes a lot of time and effort to get there.
Having said that, though, I do remember we'd gone because I'd just come back from travelling, so I didn't have any money, and Dan was helping me out. And I can remember going with him. I think we went to a golf club second, but first we went to a house.
Yeah.
And I don't even know what it's called. I don't know anything about
No,
construction.
no names, by the way, just in case. You know, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah,
You
no
know.
worries.
Yeah.
And then Bill kept no, I'm not messing. And then we were
It was
at
in
a house,
Macclesfield
and
there,
he just
somewhere.
he put together. I don't even know what it's called. Like I say, I don't know anything about construction.
It was a
but he put
carport, wasn't it? It was a
Yeah.
wooden carport with like a corrugated roof. I remember that.
He's done it in about, I don't know, 45 minutes, and you do stand back and say, wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
I held a
Imagine
ladder
if you
for a
saw
bit and
someone
just
good.
watched, so tip of the hat.
Yeah. No, it was good.
No, it's good.
Working with family,
Thanks,
working
Dave.
with friends has
No
been
worries.
a massive part. It's great.
No, it's
Loves it.
absolutely brilliant. So
What was the compensation for 2 years of stress for Dan?
Well, I've had it all my life from you as well, Auntie Gwen. And all the family. To
All
be
the
honest. I'm the youngest. I'm the baby, aren't I? So, you know.
we don't know. We found, because me and Daniel are brothers, for everyone who doesn't know, because we don't really mention it a lot, do we? That we're
not,
brothers.
no.
Jacob's like a brother now, isn't he?
Yeah, we're sight cabin brothers.
Yeah, and by the way, Jacob's back because he missed episode 9.
you bet.
Where were you for episode 9?
I had man flu. No, I had real flu.
Yeah, no, you
While
had
we're
genuine
going
flu,
insane.
didn't you?
Yeah.
Tree's
But,
falling over. Don't worry, we'll leave the tree. Tree's falling over. You had genuine man flu.
Yeah, I just wanted to get a guest with a bit of intellect on.
Yeah, yeah.
Getting on the, instead of us idiots.
Yeah. How come you got the hat on? What's for that?
Oh, well, I don't want to talk about that.
No, I think the truth behind the hat is that Jacob's had some comments about his hair in previous shows. And they can all fuck off, basically, can't they?
Yeah.
To be honest with you. So, he's wearing the hat. There was like a gasp when I said that then. Did you notice in the audience? Everyone like, oh, he went there with the hair. He went there. He mentioned it.
Just all hoping I'm not going to empty my sack. But,
You've had your hair. You've had talking a lot. What fire?
Yeah. You've had
The red face.
You've had a lot of red face stuff. Yeah, you've had a lot of red face comments.
Yeah.
You've had, what does he do for a living, him? Who is he?
Fat Thor.
Fat Thor.
That was just
Fat
Dave,
Thor.
though.
You have had Fat Thor. I think someone said you look like melted ice cream.
That's a great
Yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah.
I didn't realise
Yeah,
that one.
yeah. Someone said you look like melted ice cream. We've had loads of really positive comments, but we've had a few like trolley comments as well, which has been okay.
Well, you put yourself out there. You're gonna get a few, nasty ones, and
Yeah.
fair enough.
So
deal with it.
Talking about the comments that we've had and now Fire the Pods, there's not a continent in the world that the pod hasn't reached.
Wow.
We've been listened to on every continent. You'll be amazed to hear that we're not very popular in Russia. Unfortunately, I don't quite know why that is. But all across America, been listened to, all across Australia, New Zealand, most countries in Europe, some African countries, some South American countries. UK's really busy, really popular. Even Iceland, we've even been listened to in Iceland. Oh, in China as well. We've been listened to in China. I'd love to meet the person that's downloaded and listened to our podcast in China, right in the centre of, I think, Tokyo.
Just for the guests here, I'm Dave.
Tokyo is in Japan. So the reason why I said that, just this has got to stay in, is because it's all in Chinese and I couldn't read the writing. But thank you, Michael, my brother. Tokyo is in Japan. There, yeah, fantastic. So anyway, we've been listening to in China. I don't think we've been. Oh no, we have been listened to in Japan as well. The Philippines, Vietnam, Malaysia. Yeah, I could literally keep going. It's been like.
Have you been in space yet?
No, I don't think we've been listening to in space. Although saying that, the signal will be out there now. It will be travelling.
So the aliens that built the pyramids.
So at some point in a few 100,000 light years' time, somebody might pick up our dulcet tones, sort of, you bucket wanker or something like that, you know. Who knows? Maybe we might make first contact.
Does it still bother you, Dave, that me and Dan have been recognised, but you haven't?
Yeah, that's another thing as well, actually. Dan and Jacob have both been recognised
Quite a few times.
whilst doing the pod out in the real world.
Yeah.
I'm yet to be recognised.
For those who perhaps, I know there's a lot in the audience tonight that won't be on TikTok because I was new.
Yeah,
to
get
it.
on TikTok if you're not on it, though.
Brilliant. There's all sorts of videos you can watch on it. So life hacks, Dave. That's all I'm saying. Life hacks. But we've had a lot of people recognise on TikTok when we're doing the lives. Come on, haven't they? And said,
no, TikTok's been. I mean, I think it was episode 2, and the producer at the time, Ben, said, "You've got to get on TikTok," and I was like, "It's a lot of shit in it. I'm not going to do that."
just kids dancing.
It's just kids dancing and girls taking the tops off, basically.
As soon as we heard that, went
Which
right
is why
on it.
Danny went on it straight away. But then we got on it, and we realised that actually construction's really popular there on TikTok, isn't it? And our first video, I can remember running into the back garden and I put the first video on, and I'm going to embarrass one of my sons now. George was on the trampoline. He's 17 years old, but sorry, I came running out going, it's got to 1,000 views.
Yeah.
I mean, now like we're disappointed if we don't get like 100,000 views, basically. But
No, the power that's had, it's changed.
that changed the pod for us. Yeah,
it did.
we're just about to hit 10 million views. I think around Christmas time. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
You applaud that, but 9 million of them are Dave watching himself.
Yeah, they are. Most of them are just me going, look at myself, look good. Need to sort my hair out a little bit there. But yeah, so nearly 10 million at Christmas time. It's been, I don't know if you want to go over again why we decided to do it, or what,
Yeah.
what happened about it. Why did we, what was the reasons
Started,
for
what
it?
was it about?
Went
18 months
during
ago?
the Euros, weren't it, last year?
It was during
Yeah.
the Euros, yeah, it was,
Sounds
yeah.
like it.
Yeah. We talked about it a lot at work, hadn't we, about doing a podcast?
We saw a load of boring, crappy construction ones where
Yeah, it was like the chemical makeup of concrete is.
Yeah.
I was like, who listens to this?
Yeah.
Who's bothered about the chemical makeup of concrete? Do you know what I mean? Let's talk about construction like it really is.
Yeah.
You know, site managers can be twats. Do you know what I mean?
there's one in the
There's one in the audience. There's one in the audience, actually. No, and a lot of site managers can be great as well. Sorry, Jake. Go on. I was took over then. You were saying
No, we're just sick of that crap, weren't we? And
Yeah, we were.
thought and there obviously is a gap.
we thought there'd be a market for like I don't know, bit of honest
Just a
construction.
bit honest chat. A lot, but some of the best podcasts I've listened to. It's not many, but like Peter Crouch. I'm gonna say quickly, Kevin, but two people say you've definitely not watched that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
But careful what I say here. But those type of podcasts, they've done really well. Where it's just honest chat, people just around. Whereas the construction ones, if you ever look at them, they're rubbish. Some of them.
They're boring, aren't
They
they?
usually have
really
people
boring.
behind them with an agenda trying to do something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do. They're a bit boring and they're a bit kind
You
of
mean, you mean like selling stuff or?
yeah.
Like a bit of both, like you see colleges and stuff.
Yeah.
don't you,
Yeah.
as well?
So, the reason why the tools are on the back is obviously to give us a construction feel. We're not sponsored by any of them yet. So, DeWalt, Makita, Pazload, if you're looking and watching or you're listening, it's about time you put your hand in your pocket and sponsor the podcast.
Yeah.
'Cause if you-
Bailey's. They want
Bailey's
it.
could sponsor us.
Bailey's
That
if
would
they
be,
want.
how cool would that
Yeah,
be?
Yeah.
Sponsored by Bailey's.
Yeah. Yeah.
Free Bailey's. You wouldn't drink it
Baileys.
at Christmas though, don't you?
Well, I've had it in summer.
Do people drink Bailey's in the summer, do they?
I've had the odd bit. If it's left over from Christmas.
So I should point out at this point, it's the morning after the night before. We've been knocked out of the World Cup. Harry Kane missed a penalty. Never mind. Oh, he's a professional footballer. He should have put it in the
Put it
net.
away. He did a waddle, didn't he?
He did a Chris Waddle,
Did a
didn't he?
waddle.
He's still not come down that ball.
No.
That ball's up there in space now with our site cabin podcast.
I've seen a
signal.
video this morning actually where Johnny Wilkinson was
I've seen it.
teaching him
It's embarrassing.
how to take penalties. So that's-
Southgate's definitely that site manager straight out of uni.
Yeah,
though,
Southgate.
Oh, 100%
Southgate's that uni
yes,
wanker
yeah,
manager, innit? He
yeah.
definitely is.
Yeah.
He definitely is. He can't make them big decisions when you need to
No,
and when you
no.
should do. And everyone's sort of looking at him, scratching their head like the plasterers and the bricklayers and the joiners, going, "The fuck's this guy doing?"
Yeah, I know.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're sat there in the toolbox talk, and he doesn't know what he's saying.
He doesn't know what he's talking
No.
about.
He's got to go now for me.
Do you think so?
Yeah, he's got to
He's
go.
gotta
I'm
go.
still worked up about it. But
Yeah. Yeah. Who would you have in?
Right now, I'd probably go. Do you know what? Someone like Pochettino.
Yeah,
I think it'd be a good
Poch.
shout
Poch should be
because
good.
it'd be good working with the young players.
Yeah. Anybody from the
develop
audience
them.
got a suggestion on who they'd have in?
Manager, the women's manager.
Yeah.
The women's
Yeah,
manager.
he's good,
She's
yeah.
a winner.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
we need is a winner,
Yeah.
not a loser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my dad there stating his point.
I think Southgate is a very, very good competition manager, but he's not. He can't win.
Yeah.
But he's good at navigating the competition. So I'd have him still in the makeup of the England.
But like serving drinks.
Yeah, in that bow tie and the waistcoat.
Yeah.
he's got, yeah.
Question. Have you got the mic? Do you need the mic? Oh, you've got it.
I just had a quick question actually relating to the World Cup and the site cabin.
Oh, good.
What are your memories of being on site, saying during a football game or a World Cup, or the day after a game, like the conversations that go on?
Yeah, it's a good question actually. I have watched. Obviously, when I started my time, there was no mobile phones, so you literally had to get a TV with a coat hanger in the back, and watch it in a site cabin. Actually, that was the only way to do it then, really, wasn't it?
I don't think it's been. I'll be honest. Most most sites just shut down.
Yeah.
What-
What during the day though? I don't know.
People don't
We all
go.
worked at Runshaw College.
The Olympics was on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Need the mic. You need the mic. You need the mic.
Round the telly.
Need the microphone.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah. That was during the Olympics. That.
Yeah.
I remember that.
And we used
talked
to
about
watch it at dinner time,
Times,
all,
yeah.
all the results and
Beijing.
everything. Remember that?
Yeah.
It was the Olympics. Actually,
Yeah,
I think that was the
yeah,
Olympics, wasn't
yeah.
it? Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, good question. Thank you for that. Should we go to another question in the hat?
Another question in the hat, right?
See what they've got to say, and then we'll go to a question on TikTok.
Come on.
So if you've got any questions on TikTok and
We've
you are
got two
listening,
here.
ask us.
Harry, which season is the worst to work in, winter or summer?
I'd say winter, not being in construction though. I'd rather be too hot than too cold.
Oh, I don't know,
I
you know.
You two don't like that.
I'd say summer.
I'd say summer's the worst.
Like it's been today or that last week has been lovely for me. It's perfect working weather for joiners, bricklayers, or any wet trades working outside, where you've got to use a mix where you can't work. So you could say that's worse. 'Cause
Yeah.
You don't earn any money.
Yeah.
Um,
It's a nightmare in the summer, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's horrible. It's uncomfortable. Do you know what I mean? You're like burning up and the sun's beating down on your neck. And it's when you get sunburned that first day and you've got to go back out there the next
Imagine
day.
How red?
Yeah. And he's got high blood pressure at the moment, haven't you?
I have got to be careful.
We was talking last night, actually, sort of saying, can you imagine if Danny had a heart attack during the podcast?
You just had 7 pieces of chicken from KFC.
Yeah, have we
Gotta
got a
get
question
some
in
more
the
on the way
audience?
home and all.
Can I just say, but you do have sun cream now, don't you, in the cabins? Which
Yeah,
they
but
never
you do.
had.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you do
but
have sun cream in the
It's still-
cabins.
It's still that's it doesn't stop the heat though, and
No,
getting
it
all
stops you
irritable.
getting burnt and
Yeah,
skin
but
cancer.
it doesn't.
But with men, we don't like
We
to.
don't put
we
it
don't
on.
put it on.
Yeah.
We like to get burnt, then complain about being burnt.
Oh, we talked about this in an earlier pod, but I went golfing this year.
Yeah.
And used sun. I found out that. Did you know suntan lotion can go out of date?
Well, I didn't until I went
And
on
it
holiday with
doesn't
you.
work. So we went to Spain earlier this year playing golf. The lotion that I used was in my bag, and because of the COVID, we were supposed to go on that golf trip 2 years ago. So I'd packed 2 years ago, which is unusual for me.
And then not
used the
packed
lotion
again.
and thought, no, I've got some lotion, it's fine. Put it on, and then someone worked out while we were there, Tez, that it loses a percentage each year. So it's basically, say it was like V factor 30, it was
Yeah.
basically like 5.
5, yeah.
So I got burnt.
He got burnt. He got burnt to a crisp,
Yeah.
actually. Big red
Big
face.
red
and
tomato
similar
face.
to what it's like now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Danny has got high blood pressure, so he could have a heart attack any minute.
Anytime. Any moment.
Does anybody know first aid that maybe could do it? Should we go? Yeah, we know someone that does. So we'll just go do a quick TikTok run around. There's lots of questions coming in on TikTok. Some Russian guy. What's this about? It's a
we're in Russia now.
Yeah,
We're in
yeah.
Russia.
It's a construction site cabin podcast, mate.
Stop bombing
Yeah.
Ukraine.
Stop bombing Ukraine. Yeah. At least I think he's Russian. He
Probably from Tokyo.
He's probably from China or Tokyo or somewhere like that. Real Scottish surfer. A firm asked me to do 4 days' work. They only paid me 1 day. Phoned the office. Don't want to pay me.
Oh.
So he's only been paid for 1 day.
I mean, yeah.
Just dump them then, mate. Don't go back there. The twats, obviously. Don't go back to them. Nice hat, Jacob. Does that conform to health and safety regulations? That's from Lee Goggins.
That's my brother.
That's your brother. Your brother's trolling you. I like that. I quite like that. Quick shout out. Dan saying Southgate out.
Yeah.
Definitely Southgate out. Sarah's saying, have you come across any women site managers? If so, how have they been received?
No,
I don't think I've ever met
a few
wo-
QSs.
Yeah.
Quite a few QSs, surveyors, architects.
I don't think I've ever met.
I don't think I've ever. No.
No, I don't think I've ever met
Not
with a
yet.
site manager.
Not yet. Not that I've worked with personally.
No, we've talked about it a lot on the pod,
Yeah.
haven't we? The difference in.
Love to try it, though.
The difference to female to male
Yeah.
in construction. I mean,
I think they'd probably be better than some of them I know.
What do you reckon?
Just a like calmer approach. sometimes a bit more methodical thinking.
Yeah. Well, women are in general, aren't they?
Yeah, so just I
They
think
can multitask. Us
Multitask.
lads can't for a
Yeah.
start. So they could like do the booking in and send emails at the same time, perhaps. Yeah.
That's a week's work for you, isn't
Yeah. Basically, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Another question.
another question. Okie dokie. Let's see. I'm waiting for one to come out because he wrote it when he was in there. Jack, where did the idea for the podcast start? So we touched on that earlier. We didn't actually finish it. Actually,
Yeah.
So good question. Good timing. Where did it start? Who came up
It
with it?
started at work. Me and sort of Jay talking at work. I would like to do a podcast, and Jay then left the place where we work, and then I slipped into his DMs.
Slips in Danny Mealy.
Yeah, I slipped into his DMs and messaged him, and here we are. Do you remember the first day? Remember the first
I
actual
remember we
recording?
started one in a place where we used to work up in a room there.
We did two, didn't we? Two
We
like
did two.
pilot episodes.
In fact, Andy came on one.
Andy did come on one, the guest.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
And then we actually made a bet if we won the Euros, we'd all come dressed as
I think we said English Knights.
English Knights.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah, which we're not going to
I'll
fucking
be honest,
do now, are we?
at one stage last night it was on order in Amazon.
Was it really?
Yeah. And it
Yeah.
was going to be in Trafalgar Square.
But that was the first episode. Yeah, I mean, we didn't even have matching hoodies on the first episode, did we?
No, we've got branding now, we've got clothing.
I've got branding, we've got
We
clothing,
just
we've got
need something there maybe.
yeah, a little bit of sponsorship or something. That could be nice. We have actually got a couple of things going on for next season, haven't we? We've got a giveaway today actually
Yeah, we have. This is for
from
It's
Screwfix.
for a live audience member.
So someone in the audience is going to
Someone's
win
gonna win today.
a pair of construction pants, everyone. Woo! Yeah, what a response. What a response from the audience.
I might add they are my size. So
They are Danny's size, so quite big around the waist.
yeah. So,
Yeah. What have they got to do to win that?
Best comment today. Best shout out maybe. in
Best
the same-
heckle, best comment.
Best heckle. Best heckle.
Dan's site manager one's probably winning so far because he's going to beat me up afterwards.
Yeah, he's winning up to now.
Yeah. That's just for everyone as well. He's just going to beat me up in general.
Yeah,
yeah, that's fair enough.
fine.
Yeah.
10 years of built up tension.
Fucking bastard. Yeah.
What's your little brother saying on that side coming podcast? I'll fucking do him.
So Dan is probably the first site manager. He's not a guest today, but he is in the audience today. Dan.
To be fair, I'm going to give a shout out. If as site managers go,
Great guy.
Dan's
Great site manager.
Dan's one of the good guys.
Modern, forward thinking.
Yeah.
Rough hands.
Been there, done it.
Been there, done it.
Yeah.
Got the t-shirt.
Yeah.
You know, ripped off the work. I'm trying to prevent the physical
Please
contact.
like me, Dan.
Please don't hit me, Dan. Please don't hit me. He could literally bend me in two. Not in that way.
Although he probably would.
Although he could do, yeah. Do we have a question for the audience? Yes, the lady in the corner.
Yeah, it's
Just speaking to the mic if you
oh,
could.
sorry, who came up with the name?
Great
Silent
question.
Cabin? 'Cause I
Great-
think that's brilliant.
Great question. It was Jacob.
We're struggling, weren't
We were struggling.
Really,
We were
yeah.
struggling. It was like construction podcast, builders
We had
podcast,
the 3 tools at one point.
the Free Tools podcast. Yeah.
So what,
Yeah. Everyone in the audience like, should have done that.
Shit, change it. Get a pen.
Yeah, change it, scrub it out. Yeah. And then
Jake, what was the thinking behind Site Cabin?
I was getting sick of Dave talking. I just thought, think of something quick. I don't know. The premise where kind of it's where everyone kind of ends up at some point, don't they? So everyone gets in there who's on site. So kind of like a welcoming thing.
I remember the exact moment. We'd been we were sat round filming one, and we were literally. I was coming down the stairs. You two were behind me.
correct.
And you just sort of went, "What about the site cabin podcast?" And we all sort of stopped.
It was a
and went,
moment in time.
Yeah, it just worked, and we'd spent an hour trying to come up with something.
Yeah, it
and
was.
then that was it.
And then I think you emailed me that logo, didn't you?
Yeah.
You did you do that? You did that logo, didn't you?
Have we got it
Emailed-
copyrighted?
Emailed me. We're in the middle of having it copyrighted.
I mean,
at the
just so
moment.
you know, I'll say it now. We're live. It's like these two do everything. I just turn up.
Yeah,
and
Danny
talk.
doesn't do anything apart
Just
from
turn up.
turns up.
Got to watch my blood pressure. I know.
He's got to watch his blood pressure. Yeah, absolutely. Dan, come on, keep
on,
these
another
questions
question
going.
going.
Keep the questions going.
Another question. Come on,
We'll go to the audience in a second.
David and Daniel's mummy and daddy.
David and Daniel's mum and daddy.
So, how much do we get paid for coming here?
Did he mean us or the audience?
I think they mean them. How much do we pay them?
You get a shot of Bailey's.
Yeah.
You get a shot of Bailey's and maybe a biscuit.
Maybe a biscuit and maybe a pint after.
Yeah, we might go for a beer after.
Go for
Or a KFC. Yeah, maybe a
Oh,
KFC.
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Hey,
think.
they forgot Jacob's chips.
You're joking.
Yeah.
You know, I hate that. You know when you every fucking delivery I get, every food. No, I'm being serious. I'm being serious now. There's a problem in this country, nationally in this country, with deliveries, food deliveries. There really is. Everyone in this room, right, will have ordered something, and when it comes, there's a dip missing, or there's a piece of chicken missing.
Tell me about the other week with your takeaway. What the guy did.
Oh yeah, so we ordered an Uber Eats the other week, and the fucking guy opened the front door. He opened the front door. Seriously, the guy opened the front door. So I was upstairs. I heard the door open. I saw it on the camera. So I run down. But this is the bizarre thing, because there's like 4 adults in my house, like with my kids and stuff. One of my sons had ordered a delivery. They turned up at the exact moment the other guy had turned up. The guy that opened the door got in his car and drove off. And the other guy got out. And I came running out going, "What the fucking hell are you doing? Trying to get in my house." And he was like, "I don't know what you're talking about, mate."
It's wrong.
Yeah. And I was proper like ready to have a rumble with him, to be honest, Dan. Do you know, outside the house? But there is a problem in this country with delivery people not getting the correct food order. Happens all the time, on site especially. Anyway,
Well, I was going to say, but we've all talked about dinners in the site cabin. How much has that changed? A massive thing now.
Oh, God,
Like
yeah.
you can just order it to your site.
yeah.
Like order it to your place of work.
I remember one of
I know
my
it sounds simple.
one
but
of my
it's
first ever jobs was on a site, and the cabin was a cement store. So he made a chair out of the cement bags, and the only heater in the middle of winter was this tiny little gas burner, right? And I used to toast my sandwiches on a tie wire, which is a metal tie wire that goes across a cavity. Oh, this will be nice. fucking toast. Nowadays, they've got fucking hot running showers and everything now. Warm, hot steam rooms. They've got everything. They've literally got wet rooms. Canteens. Yeah, if the cement had just come, it was really warm. They were warm. They were warm.
Unbelievable.
So yeah, let's go to another question.
We'll come to another one here. Oh, the one I've been waiting for.
Oh no.
Brownie.
I should say his name's Anthony Brown. That's why we call him Brownie.
Yeah. Anthony Brown. Yeah, I saw this before and I thought, you wanker. What sort of tradesman fits half a kitchen floor the first week? You move into a property, but only does the second half the week you move out.
So I presume he's talking about you there.
Yeah.
So Danny, you need to tell us what's going on here.
So
you did half a job.
We did half a job and then finished it about a year later. We all moved into a house in Manchester. God, it was 2006, 5? In fact, it's during the World Cup. Yeah. And
Do you think we should give Brownie the mic for a minute so he can just answer back, just in case?
So-
just in case there's no truths being told there.
Doesn't sound like Danny. True.
So we moved in, and the landlord, I won't mention his name, who we were renting off. He said, if you do some of the jobs, I'll knock it off your rent. So I was like, great,
Nice,
perfect.
good deal,
Good
decent
deal
deal
for me. And I said we'd put a new kitchen floor down, and I got halfway, and the cuts got hard, and then I probably got pissed with him.
And just left it.
And just thought, I can't be arsed.
Can't be bothered.
Yeah.
How long was it in that
Oh,
state
it
for?
was good. It was
A whole
it was-
year.
Yeah,
A whole year.
Yeah.
Really?
What whole year?
The whole year,
The
Anthony. yeah.
first week we moved in, fitted half of it. Exactly half as well. I've never seen anything like it. It's like he did it to wind us all up. And then we had half a floor. And just not one extra bit.
So like for the whole year, you just like walk over like the little
it was
lip
like,
or
there was a
whatever.
dip in the kitchen.
Do you know what though? As well, this is pretty disgusting. But that same kitchen floor, one morning we all got. God knows what we were doing, but we woke up.
This was a house in Fallowfield,
house
wasn't
in
it?
Fallowfield.
So it was like a student house, wasn't it, basically?
Yeah. We'd all. I think everyone had finished the uni.
Yeah, none of you were students, but
No,
you were living like
I was
students.
I was an apprentice and
Yeah.
finished, and we were
Yeah.
all just like first, second year out of uni or something. It was. I can't actually
Yeah,
remember.
you can imagine what must have gone on in that
And
house.
we woke up the one morning with a green, the green waste boxes.
Yeah, the food box.
It was on the floor with a massive dictionary, or what was it?
Yeah, it was.
Was it
It was like,
dictionary?
oh no, it was a football quiz book.
Football quiz book. It was like dead thick, right?
Right.
And a note just saying massive rat, don't touch. Right. And I was like, well, but you know what was weird? It got left all day, right? And everyone just walked round it as if to say, "Oh, what's that?" And then I think was it you who came in from work, or was it Mark Meany?
I think me, you and our mate Pete. Then went
And we
disposed
went,
of it.
"What's that? Why has no one moved it?" And he went, "It's a massive rat underneath it. It's a massive dead rat." Right? And
So
we've just
who
been walking around it all day.
who had killed the rat, or had it just died in the middle of
I
the
can't-
kitchen?
Can you remember?
I can't remember.
Like maybe it was walking over your like half finished floor.
Yeah.
And just thought,
I killed it.
who the fuck's not finished this floor? Had a heart attack. The rat's had a heart attack. You know.
But it might have done. And then we had to we got a shovel and
Dude, I'm not
and we
touching
all
it. You
ran and,
touch
like,
it. I'm
we
not
just
touching it.
threw it in the back garden. It was disgusting.
Was there any more rats? Did any more rats turn up?
Don't think
I
so.
think that was the only
I
one.
think that was the only one.
Again,
It saw the state of our flooring and decided no chance.
I've got an interesting construction story about rats, actually, with Michael, who's at the back there. I don't know if you want to just pass the mic to Mike, quite literally. But we were working on a job.
Whaley Bridge.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that the one?
Don't name the builder.
God's country.
We were working up on a job, and the site manager, I think, came to us one day and said, "You need to go under all the houses and seal all these holes." There was like loads of holes in the floors under all the houses.
Yeah.
And it was in the summer, wasn't it? We were like,
There,
why?
there was a field across the road.
Yeah.
Oh,
And we used to stand there. We were, I think we were building a dry stone wall
We were
at the
doing
edge
dry
of the
stone wall.
site.
Yeah.
And there was hundreds of
Yeah.
rats.
It was a chicken coop, wasn't there? Loads of chickens.
Hundreds. I've
And
never
there was-
seen so many rats in my life.
No, it was freak. It was
It
like
was
some out of you know that scene in Indiana Jones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, rats.
And I think they'd been coming across to the construction site.
Yeah. No, I think they were coming across to the
Yeah.
construction site, going in the houses.
Yeah,
So these were
underneath.
brand new, beautifully built, because we built them obviously. Stone sort of
houses,
built
yeah.
houses, and the site manager was like, "There's fucking rats getting in everywhere, big fat, literally like that. The
People
Fallowfield.
paying hundreds of thousands.
Hundreds of
of pounds for
thousands
these
of
houses.
pounds.
It's got
They're like
rats in them.
small cats.
Yeah, they were. They were like the rats from New York, weren't they? You know,
Massive.
You know, like these.
Yeah.
Do you reckon that's true about them rats in New York?
Oh, I've seen one. They're fucking huge.
Have you seen them?
Yeah.
Really?
They just walk around it straight, square up to you.
Are they that big though?
Well, small cat size. I
Yeah.
suppose, literally.
Jesus, they must be well fed then. Them rats.
A lot of subways.
Lot of subways. Yeah, lot of subways.
Just going back to that job though, that was one of the jobs where I worked on there as well. I did some labouring, but I also worked for a joinery company on there.
Yeah.
And we came in one day, and there was a Polish guy there working, Rocco. He's a cracking bloke. He was like that, and it always goes back to sort of what we talk about in construction. And he was a good joiner. I remember him. He was a good joiner, and they paid him like a third less than I did. I don't agree with
because
that.
he was Polish.
Because he was Polish.
Yeah, that's
the only
not-
reason. I was disgusted. I
Yeah,
hate
yeah.
shit
That's
like that.
that's naughty.
But one maybe this is why they paid him less. I came in one day.
Are you going to say he eats rats?
No. Came in one day, and it was just Rocco, and all I saw was this forklift with all the things wide out, down.
The boom right
the boom
out.
right out, and it smashed into houses.
Oh, you joking?
I was like, Rocco, you all right? He was in this little thing upside down. He's like, I can't get out, man. I can't get out.
So he crashed it
tried
right
moving
into
it.
into a house.
Tried to put the trusses up on the top, and didn't, and hit the house, and then hit the gable end, and
Fabulous.
went right through it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. That's probably why they paid him less, to be honest.
Bloody hell. Should we go to another question?
Another Does anyone else want to pick one out? Do you want to pick
Yeah,
Jay?
just grab-
Yeah. Jay?
Jay's going to read a question out
Jay,
now.
you read one out.
And we'll have a couple of TikTok questions after that.
Okay, we've had one similar to this, but it's not from Jessica Amelia. We've got, what's your favourite season of the year to work in construction?
Oh yeah. Great question, Jess. I think we've said winter.
Now.
Now.
What about the audience? Have they got a...
Any construction people in the audience want to? Depends on your trade. Autumn. One saying depends on your trade. Anybody else? What about the site manager's point of view? What's the best trade for a site manager? Best season for a site manager?
Enna.
Yeah, because he's in the cabin all
Just
day.
fucking sat in his office
He's
all
sat in the
day.
office
Matter to
all
us
day with
now.
the heater on, isn't
Playing
he?
Championship Manager.
Yeah, playing Call of Duty or something.
Doesn't matter to us anymore now.
It's not called in Weatherspoons at 2:00, is it?
Chance would be a fine thing nowadays.
Sat like that cat on his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Let's go to
Yeah,
another
you
question.
go- you-
I'll read
you
one
go
out.
on.
I'll read one out. Okay.
Who have you got?
Andrew, do you believe in using gloves as a tradesman? Does it affect your skill? And are you afraid to develop soft hands? I think he's what he's saying there. I think that's actually aimed at me as well.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I've got the softest hands in the world. Have a
Yeah, let's
of
feel
them.
your hands. Let's feel your
feel
hands. Oh, they're lovely.
Oh, you've got
Oh,
soft hands.
I've got soft hands
Bloody
now.
hell.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Oh, Danny's
Not touching them
Danny's
sausage
hands.
fingers.
Feel Danny's hands. Feel him. It's like Jesus Christ, this isn't it? Look, touch me. No.
Like
Heal
King-
me. Heal
I
me.
started. Some of my friends have started calling me King Charles hands.
No, Danny has got. You have got. No, he has got big fat hands. I think after Mum actually.
And she was a midwife, so those hands went in a lot of places.
My mum was a midwife.
Yeah.
She needed big hands because she'd
all babies.
she'd literally catch the babies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pulling
Especially
the-
like them second or third babies.
Yeah.
You know, when they
Just
just
fly out, don't they?
shoot right out.
The bungee
You know what I mean?
jumpers.
Yeah. No, but interesting thing. Gloves or no gloves?
10 years ago, they said, gloves are, no, you should wear them. They're great. Just
Yeah.
save so much crap. Save cleaning your hands,
yeah.
for one.
Yeah. I think gloves nowadays,
Should
definitely.
wear gloves, yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
but interestingly, what's seen as a real slight is when you leave, when you come off the tools in construction, that's one of the first things that people have a go at you about. So if you're not a tradesperson anymore working on the tools, they'll call you soft hands, and it's a cut to the heart. That you know, soft
Gets
hands.
you that,
yeah,
doesn't
it gets me.
Well, the best one, in fact, which
Yeah.
I think we talked about in episode 1, was Marshy comments. Shout out to Marshy again.
Yeah.
I know he likes it.
Yeah.
What does he say to you to wind you up, Dave?
He calls me soft hands repeatedly, and when I left the tools, I went to do teaching, and he used to say, "Make sure that the ticks are plumb." You know, basically that was like one of his nasty things.
You're all right about it?
No, I'm not all right about it. No, I've not forgotten him or forgiven him yet about that.
Did we say we're going to go to?
Yeah, let's go to TikTok. Let's have a look at the questions on TikTok. What's the best trade? Reese is asking. What's the best trade? Bricky. Bricklaying.
Brick.
Anyone else disagree with that?
Site manager. Site manager.
Dan, I know Dan disagrees. Dan is going to say plastering. That's hardest. Do you reckon that's the hardest? I think scaffolding's probably the hardest.
Physically.
Physically, scaffolding, I'd say.
Bricklaying.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Reese is also asking, how do you make a proper builder's tea?
Good question.
Great question. For me, it's got to be tea bag, hot water, milk, 7 spoons of sugar. Actually, I'm more of a coffee drinker.
Do you know what I saw the other week, actually? It was in work, and somebody used a tablespoon to put sugar in. He put 3 of them in.
3 tablespoonfuls of sugar.
Yeah.
Have you got any teeth left?
Fucking hell.
That's what I've got to be careful what I say about moving some work stuff, but I was a bit like, how have you got, like, how do you even open your mouth? Like, it was 3 tablespoons. It must have been like just syrup.
God almighty, that's minging. Yeah. Another addition to our great success so far this year is we get a lot of things sent to us now free on TikTok, through TikTok, should I say?
Should we show them?
Show them the types of things.
Should we? Jay, do you want to model them?
This is a universal plug that we've had from China, all the way from China.
Got this?
It's probably listening to us.
Yeah, that, people are like, that's good. It's like some out of QVC, this now, isn't it? Basically.
Look at this. It's got how many? 3, 6, 9.
Right, the starting bid, £10. Anybody? Yeah.
This has got USBs. I actually saw my friend's eyes light up. I thought, oh, looks a decent plug.
He'd have that in his bedroom, Anthony, wouldn't he? Yeah. Put all my chargers plugged into that.
You can put all his vapes in it.
Yeah, plug all your vapes in. So I think we'll give that away.
We'll give that one away.
Give that away today.
Although one of the producers does want one, Dave.
One of the producers has asked for one as well. Get that one out, Danny, as well.
This one. I know.
We've also had a robot Hoover sent to us for free. Look at this robot Hoover.
Mum and Gwen are eyeing that up, aren't they?
Look at me.
Mum and Gwen, they can have another Bacardi each, can't they?
Without being
instead of doing the Hoovering.
dead genuine, without being sexist, all the women in the audience just went, "Oh yeah, that's lovely, yeah."
Does it? Have you tested it, Dave?
I've tested it, and it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Did the lovely Sarah test it?
Yeah. We tested it. Didn't set it up right. I didn't read the instructions. I just pressed go, and it does Hoover. It does Hoover up.
We all do that in construction.
Yeah. Men don't read instructions.
No, you don't need to.
No. But so we do get a lot of things sent to us for free.
Yeah. Although Mike, one of the producers, said he had a better version, and he said it was top notch, Mike.
Yeah, I expect when you are in construction and you've got that going and you're working in someone's house, do you imagine taking that with you when you're working in someone's house, right? You could just set that robot going and it could sort of hoover up as you're working around, basically.
Do you know what? I've just heard one of our guests, Mike, talk about the robot lawnmower. Yeah. Mike, get the mic.
Mike to Mike.
Yeah, there's a roundabout that I go past every day, Bramhall roundabout, actually.
Yes, in Stockport.
And I always see this thing, and it's a robot lawnmower.
Robot lawnmower.
And it just cuts the lawn of the roundabout.
Yeah.
Like,
do you know
how has that not been nicked?
I know. Well, what
if
happened?
that was in the middle of Bridlington, right? That would go. Yeah. That would be gone tomorrow.
Have you not seen the?
No offence to people in Bridlington, but it's a fact. So.
Have you not seen
They're all on the way to Bramhall Round.
Yeah, I know. Fucking hell, there's an Hoover over there. Yeah.
Have you not seen the armed robot police in America? Police with robots with firearms.
What, armed robots?
Yeah, they were meant to have them in California or something, San Francisco, but they rejected them. But they've got them in Texas.
Oh, something like RoboCop or something.
What?
Robots with firearms.
Robots with guns.
They don't really need any more in America, do they?
So yeah.
Just going back to that though, Andy mentioned when it flooded.
When the roundabout
there
flooded.
was a report. Someone went on a canoe and saved it. It was in the Manchester Evening News.
Yeah, because
what, saved the robot?
Saved it.
We were working near there at the time.
Yeah.
And we were really worried about that robot, weren't we?
Yeah.
We were. We were like, oh God, I hope he's still there.
I hope it's all right.
They become a real person to us.
Everyone in this room tonight, when they leave here, they're going to drive via Blamhall roundabout.
No, because we used to drive past it. There it is. It's like
there it is.
There it
is.
There it is. It's a robot.
You know what we should do? We should go.
Yeah, we should do a live.
We should do a live from Bramhall roundabout.
Yeah.
We should, or even interview it.
Yeah.
I'm just fucking going round here, cutting grass all day. I'm sick to fucking death of it.
Yeah. And now you're getting robot Hoovers.
Yeah, now robot Hoovers. So we can't. Well, we can give the robot Hoover away, and we're going to, but we can't give it away yet, unfortunately.
Right.
We've just got to do a quick ad. That's the terms and conditions of getting the free stuff. We basically have to do an ad to say how great they are.
So this is all the stuff you two deal with and all the emails.
Well, they've requested you do this one.
I think we should make Danny do it basically in like your boxer shorts.
Tell you what. Well, I'm selling this. I'll sell.
Buy this Hoover.
I'll sell a blood pressure kit. I'll buy myself
and a bottle of red wine there.
Red wine next to it.
A robot Hoover and
a bucket of KFC.
Yeah, that'd be brilliant. That'd be brilliant. I was just thinking. What we were talking about. You're going to do another question. Do another question first.
Do another question.
Yeah.
Okay. Another question.
Do another question.
Dan Johnston.
Dan Johnston.
How do I sign up to Only Dan's?
So to any of the people in the audience that don't know what Only Dan's is, basically it's a website that you can go to and put videos on there, but people can sign up to your page and only see what you want them to see. So it's a way for individuals to make quite a lot of money, really, isn't it?
Usually naked.
Yeah. We thought we'd potentially sell Danny on Only Dan. Maybe call it
a few
only
extra quid, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pay for the gas bill.
Take your socks off, Dan.
It's fine. I'd be all over that.
Waggle your toes.
Yeah, I certainly have.
Do you know what though? I genuinely believe if we did one, I actually genuinely believe we'd probably make a bit of. I think because there's a lot of weird people out there.
There's loads of weirdos.
You know,
You'd
like,
sell your socks,
some
wouldn't
people
you?
watch
Shave.
this. Some of the people who watch this are
shave,
weirdos.
shave.
Yeah.
You know, like paying to watch people like do weird shit, basically.
Yeah, I know.
So, yeah, we could do it. Dan
Sign
is
you
the
up.
answer.
We'll do one together, Dan. The double D.
I think that means something else, doesn't it?
mean something else, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so sort of.
We've not been on TikTok for a while.
Lottie's just said on TikTok, Jacob, get it for your mama.
That's my mum.
Oh, good. Okay, that's all right. Hi, Jacob's mum. Just making sure that wasn't something else sort of untoward. Reese is saying stinks of fire. That what's he mean there? Stinks of fire. That, and then he's saying I need that. I think he's talking about the Hoover. I think Reese is talking about the Hoover.
Oh, he might mean that causing a fire.
Oh yeah.
Good point. Yeah, probably does. Probably shit.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's it made? It's made in China.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all the electrical stuff's made in China nowadays, though, isn't it?
Tessan.
I don't know.
Saying that, you got to be careful when you do stuff like this. But, I mean, I've just called it shit. But I once said, I once got a Fez tool out on a site years and years and years ago, and no one was getting it. And someone said, "Oh, where have you got that from, Aldi?" Or
Yeah, because it looked. I think you said that before on a
I was
pod.
like, "It's fucking £700 this."
Yeah, you
Do you know what I mean?
got offended, didn't you?
And I was a bit offended. And now, when you say Fez tool, everyone's like, "Wow,
Yeah.
that's the top class gear."
Yeah,
now.
there's a lot of people in the audience that've got no idea what you're talking about.
No, him over there.
Absolutely
He's got
no idea.
clue whatsoever.
Should we go to another question? Another question. I'll read one out this time round. Magali, what does your target audience look like? It's a good question. It's a good question.
It's younger than I thought it'd be,
Just
innit?
point out, well, Magley's here, I'm going to embarrass her. She is French.
She is French. So, if
Uh,
anybody,
Boo.
So if anybody does want to, maybe Danny, you could beat Magali up afterwards rather than me. Vive la France! Vive la France!
Yeah.
No, fair play. They were the better team.
The better team.
Well, I think just about, but they were the better team. Target audience. So it's basically, we went on TikTok and it kind of, I don't know.
Mostly male, isn't it?
It's mostly male. Yeah. We're about 89% of our followers are male, 11% female, from 18 to about 55, something like that, basically.
Seems to have gone down well with a lot of people getting into it as well, like apprentices.
Yeah,
which
new
we're really happy
apprentices.
about, 'cause
Yeah.
that's so important for construction.
Yeah, we've had a lot of interaction from apprentices actually,
Yeah,
haven't we?
we have.
Asking questions and stuff, especially on the lives.
Yeah.
That's
because they're not, like we were lucky. We were from construction family. Our dad was in the construction all his life, and other family members. But some people don't get that, and they want to get into it. So
we're not really pressing to get anyone in particular. We're just
no, and you don't have to be construction to. We do talk about other stuff.
Yeah,
we tend to bring it back to construction as much as possible. Have you seen, by the way? Actually, I've just remembered the one of the stadiums in Qatar's already been taken down.
Oh yeah,
the container one. It's already been taken down.
Jesus.
And nobody's now talking, are they, about the 30,000 migrant workers that died? No. I've not heard that mentioned now in the last couple of weeks.
Because Gary Neville's been paid.
Yeah. Gary Neville's been paid. Gary Lineker's been paid.
They'll probably all start talking about it now. England are out.
Yeah, they probably will now. Yeah.
No, when Gary Lineker saying, "Oh, we won't show this opening ceremony," and now he's
like we said on the last podcast, you had a paedophile work for you, BBC, for what 30, 40 years. You didn't do anything about it, and they all knew he was an active paedophile working for the BBC. It's a fact. It's an absolute fact. Yeah. So
that just shows you, going back to what we talk about.
Yeah.
We talk about anything.
Yeah. And by the way, if someone's dead, you can't be sued for whatever you say about them. So I'm talking about Jimmy Savile there. I've done my homework. I know. In fact, before we started the pod, I researched. Sorry, someone's just heckling, saying it's disgusting. The dirty old man. I don't think she was talking about me.
That same person probably asked us to write to him.
Yeah, probably.
She probably said write to Jimmy.
Probably. Yeah. Can you arrange it so I can spend a day on a building site?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so what was I saying then? I forgot what I was saying.
I forgot
the research you'd done.
Yeah.
The research. No, so we did check on what we can say on the pod and what we can't say, which is obviously why we always tell stories, but we never name names. You having a Baileys?
I've got half a Baileys.
I'll have one as well. I'll have
No,
one.
I'm good,
I'll have a
thank
Baileys. So we never name names, and we kind of never specifically talk about sort of any individuals because don't want to get ourselves in trouble there, do we?
No, I mean I don't bother. You and Jacob do all that side, don't you? Really?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't really.
Another question.
Go on.
Before we go on to something
Jay.
else.
Another question from George, my nephew. What are the things you miss most when not on site, and the things you don't miss? Great question, George. That great question. I miss working myself. I'd say I do miss like the banter during the day with the other trades and having a right because it is hard on the site and jobs and stuff, but it is fun as well. Like you do see like some of the videos you now all see, like the wheelbarrow thing.
Yeah.
Like some of the practical jokes. I know some people still say it's bullying. It's a right laugh.
It is, but it borders on bullying sometimes.
Sometimes they deserve it. Some of them.
Yeah, some of them are just. Some of them do deserve it because they're just fucking idiots.
Like you're an idiot.
You know,
like,
if you're that stupid to fall for that, then I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
you deserve to be bullied. No, you don't. No, you don't. No one deserves to be bullied. You can't say that, really, can you?
No,
we don't really mean that.
About you, what about Jay? Jay, what do you? Because you
you
went
were
on
in
site.
construction for a while.
Yeah, not really. Though.
Yeah, but you sort of dabbled in it.
I spent most of my time on site with Dan over there, who's in the audience.
Yeah.
So learned from the best, apparently.
Yeah. You were like mixing. You were like signing people up to like qualifications and stuff.
Yeah,
Weren't you?
I'll tell. Me and Dan went on a trip to Barrow in Furness to sign people up to a qualification. Literally the day the world got locked down, and we were a mix up with our digs, so we had to book this B&B. The world's going crazy. Me and Dan roll to this B&B. Guy opens the door. It's a Chinese guy. We both just look at each other and go.
Well, I mean, it did start in China, so you know, in a market next to a World Centre for Infectious Diseases, but it started in the market. So yeah,
nothing to do with that.
Nothing to do with.
What do you miss, Dave?
What do I miss? What do I miss? Not lots really. Not a lot because I'm still in construction, but so I can speak to people in construction, still meet people in construction, but I don't have to do the physical stuff because it's hard work. People forget that it's actually really, really fucking hard. It's got like this romance attached to it. Some of it has as well. You know, we were saying about the last part about labourers and stuff. Is someone going to talk?
I guess Andy.
Yeah, come on, Andy.
Yeah. Do you miss actually doing your trade though? You know, actually physically doing it.
I do,
the actual doing of your trade.
Yeah, because it's creating art when I work. You know, it's like, you know, I lay bricks. You know, I mean, it's
penises and mortar.
Yeah. No, but you do miss your trade. I think you do miss your trade.
Yeah, I miss. I'm off next week actually. And I'm just going to be working on my house, and I'm actually.
So you're off from your day job, but you'll be doing.
I'll be grafting properly. My hands will be getting rough again.
They're still quite rough. Yeah. Like sandpaper.
Yeah.
Another question, Dan. Keep doing these questions.
Another question.
Pouring away.
Let's have a look. Mike Melia Jr. Meters, centimeters, millimeters, or yards, feet, and inches? Meters, metric, or imperial?
It's a great question.
Yeah.
I
I'd go millimeters, meters.
I'd agree.
Yeah, millimeters, meters. Yeah. I mean, again, though, you know, you've got to know both though for construction, haven't you?
Yeah.
Because like the length of something is usually meters. So timber, for example,
yeah,
is always the length of the timber is in meters. So I'll have 4 meters, but of that 3 be 2.
Yeah.
So it's meters, and then it goes to imperial. So you actually need to learn both.
It's quite a funny one. You say because even talking with say new apprentices now, they're all taught in meters, centimeters, but when you describe a door, a joiner would say 6 and 9 for the hinges. And what 6 and 9 is the top and the bottom positions. 6 and 9 refers to an inch, not millimeters.
And as you know, some doors are bigger than others. So
how many doors are there in the world?
Is there any, what was the question? It was more doors or wheels?
What was it?
Was it more doors or wheels?
What was it? Was it doors or wheels?
Yeah, it was both.
Yeah.
What's the more of?
Come on. Doors. Wheels.
I think when you factor in Lego, I think you've probably got to say wheels, haven't you?
They make doors though. Hot Wheels.
Yeah. Toy cars.
Toy cars.
Yeah.
I see. What's quite funny here is Mike.
Me
and
and
Harry
all
work
my
together.
apprentices, we've had this debate so many times. We've
We had a
spent
massive
hours
row.
talking about it, haven't we, Harry? About is it wheels? Is it doors?
Is it wheels? Mike, how's it going? Because obviously you were a guest on episode 3. How's it going with the apprentices at the moment? How's things with
It's
them all?
all right. Yeah, they're doing well. Well, they've all actually finished their apprenticeships.
Right.
now.
So
Harry,
they're all
was it
qualified?
Was you the last one to finish?
Well,
Yeah.
we were just saying then,
they're all
Harry, if you don't
self-employed.
mind, getting the mic. I know you're hungover, which is naughty.
Harry.
Harry, you've obviously just finished your apprenticeship. What was it like?
Massive graft.
Was it? Yeah.
4 years, but it was
Yeah.
good.
It's worth it.
Really glad I did it. Really
Yeah.
glad I did it. But
Because his first apprentice, we could love to have an apprentice on.
Yeah, we need to get an
Yeah.
apprentice on maybe
Yeah.
in season 2.
Yeah.
Get like an actual apprentice on. It's probably difficult for him to come on because don't want to sort of maybe they like upset the person they're working for or whatever. If I don't know, you need to get one. You want them to be honest, obviously as well, don't you? You know about their experience. Did you ever get shouted at, Harry? Did you ever get bollocked?
every day.
Every day.
Still
Every
do
day.
today. Still do.
Yeah.
Let's go to another question.
Another question. Oh, nearly out. Nearly
No, we're
out.
battering these questions. What makes
Auntie Gwen again. Oh. I don't know. I've Googled this one, Auntie Gwen.
What is it?
What is 0.3048 meters in feet?
0.3. Do you know the answer to that? No. I don't know the answer.
Oh, fucking course he does and all. Doesn't he?
Hang on, pass the mic down then. This way, Harry. Is it a foot?
Is it a foot?
It's a foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should know that. Fucking
See you
hell.
later.
I don't know where Tokyo is, and Danny doesn't know feet and inches. We've had a mare there, haven't we? Yeah. When we said write some questions out, we thought like they'd be nice questions, not like testing us, basically. Yeah. Bunch of bastards, all of you.
I'm glad I stuck your number plate on with no nails now.
You stuck his number plate on with no nails.
Can you pass Anthony the mic, please?
So going back to his when he used to be known as Half Job.
Actually, we never finished the story. Did he ever finish the floor?
About 2 days before we had to move out, yeah.
That's amazing.
Which it was just rubbing salt on the wounds. We'd literally pretty much all moved out the house then.
So you'd all moved out, and he decided 2 days before you were moving out. I better finish. Was it like the landlord going to shout at you or something?
Yeah, probably. There was another story to this as well, though. That floor finished. As we finished that, one of our other mates, me and him, and another friend called Tom, decided to go out on the day we were supposed to move out, and we got absolutely shit-faced, battered.
There's a common theme with you here, Danny.
And then the next day, Matt was just being stupid, and he just did a hop, skip, and a jump. And on the jump, his foot went through the living room floor. And we were like,
what?
Fuck? And we were supposed to be out of the house, getting the deposits back and all that sort of stuff.
Dave, my last words, don't break anything.
And he went through the floor.
Was it all on your credit card, Brownie?
Probably.
Always is.
Yeah.
And we had to think quickly. I just got the floor, got a load of books, and just put it that and walked out.
Danny, that's like a cowboy builder.
I know, but we couldn't.
You might as well just shoved a load of newspaper in it.
We had to
plastered
we wanted
over
the deposit
it.
back. We wanted the deposit back. So I was like,
There's a few things from that house. He also defrosted a fridge with a
hairdryer?
No,
Hammer.
it's a pickaxe. Pickaxe.
Yeah. I think it was a brick.
A brick hammer.
Brick hammer.
I suppose it would be a good tool to
Probably
defrost.
was.
Dave, it would have been if he didn't go through one of the pipes straight away.
you're joking.
First hit.
Yeah.
I never realised, but I
Nine
always thought
episodes.
Danny was
Cowboy builder.
a good tradesperson, but actually,
9 episodes. He's never mentioned any of
never
them.
mentioned these. Yeah, you're actually a bit of a cowboy.
Tell him the one about your car, because this is hilarious.
So, yeah, somehow number plate had come off or number plate had come off, and I was going to go to Halford. So I said, no, I'll get it fixed. Walk back out. It's all on, absolutely fine, no problem. Later on that day, we go back out. We're going out for a bit, and look at the back of the car, and there's just all this sludge all down the back of the car. And it turns out Danny stuck it on with no more nails.
No
It's
more
rained,
nails.
and this all this muck's all stuck to the back of the car. It was there until I got rid of it.
Danny's
Couldn't
a
get rid of
massive
it.
cowboy builder.
Yeah.
Basically.
I loved that car as well. I mean, I didn't drive at the time, but that car used to take us everywhere.
Yeah.
It was great.
That was like the...
Yeah.
Certainly was, Dave. It certainly was, mate.
Yeah.
What? Put the pussy wagon or something?
Mobile version conversion unit.
Mobile version conversion unit, yeah.
Oh, Jack's got a question here.
Boss wankers! Anyway.
I've got a good one, actually. Speaking of vehicles, what are any stories about vehicles, either vans or having to get tools in like a Fiesta or a small car and stuff?
I had a Vauxhall Combo, blue Vauxhall Combo van that I bought from the gas board, the British gas board, and I'd parked it up at the back of my house, filled it with, I can't remember what I was doing, I was like cleaning it or something, and there's this little switch on the back of the door, on the inside of the back of the door, and I remember thinking, Mike, what does that switch do? And you know, it's like that piece of wallpaper in your house that you just, you think, I'm just gonna fucking rip this. So I thought I'll just try it. So I just went like that, clicked it, and the doors shut. Both the back doors shut. It wouldn't open. It wouldn't open with a key. So I'm now faced with the van blocking my neighbour's access to the house, completely locked up. I can get in the front, but there's a metal plate to get into the back, so I can't get in the back at all. So, and I got really wound up, really pissed off, really aggressive, and I smashed the back door with a pickaxe.
Say what I used for that fridge.
Yeah, I smashed the back door with a pickaxe, got it open, wedged it open. It took me about an hour to get in with a pickaxe, so I'll make a shit tool thief, me, and wrecked both doors. And when I finally got in, I'd gone in because I didn't have a Google on my phone. It was on the computer then in them days. I googled the problem, and it's just like a fob on your key that you had to press. Yeah, so I had to go and buy 2 new doors for a Vauxhall Combo van. And when I went to the dealership to get these 2 new doors, and he was like, "How does that happen?" I was like, "Oh, someone hit me from behind, mate," and everything. But he had 2 British Gas blue doors just on the rack that had come in the day before. Yeah. So that's my story about a van. I don't know if you've got. I mean, there's loads.
I've got one. I've got a couple. One was like, I've got 2. One of my favourite ones. I don't know if I've said this on the pod.
I'll tell you if you have.
It's about going past the golf course.
Don't think so.
So, I used to work when I was an apprentice. I worked with 2 other joiners, Dave and Neil, and they were great guys. In fact, Dave's son was on the live podcast.
Yeah, he was. He came on the
other week.
Yeah.
It was great to say hello. And we were driving past Stockport Golf Course. I don't know if some people know this or not. And it was during the summer, and we were going doing like 20 miles an hour, 25 miles an hour. Dave was driving. I was sat in the middle like a little kid. Neil was quite a big bloke, big. He was from Brynny actually. Just realised.
He'd probably be nicking that lawnmower on Bramhall.
Yeah,
Bramhall roundabout.
He's a wanker, this lad, right? So he was a top bloke though, Neil, and he was a big bloke, and he was sat there. Dave was sat there going past this golf course, windows down. Something goes past and then falls. It's a golf ball on the floor, and I was like, "Where's Jesus Christ?" And Dave's like, "Oh my God!" And then Neil's like, "Oh my face, my face!" And this ball had go through the window as we're driving, hits him in the face, and then, he's like mouth's all like chewed up, and then I'm picking this golf ball up, going, "Hey, look, it's the Titleist."
The longest drive ever.
Yeah.
You just drive off with it.
Yeah, we just.
I take you didn't stop and go, "Do you want your ball back?"
No. Hits him in the face.
Some bloke looking for his ball forever there. Then, isn't
But like one in a million
that's
shot.
unbelievable. What van was it?
It was. There used to be Ford. I think they were Ford long wheelbase or Ford Transit with a high bit though.
Yeah.
The
Backbone of Britain.
Oh yeah,
Backbone. That was the advert, wasn't it? We've talked about that before.
Jay, what about your van stories? Maybe one with Dan.
Yeah, I've been away with Dan. We went to an awards evening one night, and we were basically from awards evening, we ended up swimming in a swimming pool at 4 a.m. I'd done a glory jump and sliced my toe open. The way that relates to the van is Dan did all the work that day and I slept in the van. Dan returned to a van, so I would just sleep in like, Voldemort, just like that. My toe had bled all over like Dan's seating area. So Dan's like covered in blood trying to get.
So it looked like there'd been a serious crime committed in there back there.
Yeah, well, there had been, but
yeah, that's a different story.
And I think his van got. I think we've all used his van. A few of us in the audience, and it got broken one time, and Dan got the blame for it, and no one ever kind of figured out. When the table broke.
Did it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the
I think
middle
it might have been
table.
one of our former colleagues.
Yeah.
And, Dan got told off for it.
I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure who ever did break that actually. So. Did you ever crash that van, Dan? Never. There was a few dents on it though.
It's probably where he got angry and hit it.
Yeah.
I can tell you one of them got hit by a golf ball.
Oh, Mike. One of them got hit by a golf ball as well.
One of them dents on the van was hit by a golf ball.
And we know because we saw it happen. Someone took an hybrid from 120 yards.
Pinged it, and you heard it ping off it.
Was it yourself?
Nope.
Was it one of you?
It was one of us. But it wasn't me.
And right.
We've got a
question in the audience.
Oh, question in the audience.
No, just another van story. A couple of months ago, I killed a pigeon with a van on the M60.
Yeah.
No, because it's one of those high wheelbase ones, and I was driving down the M60, and then all of a sudden, a pigeon just a massive bang.
What?
Brilliant.
It's right into the windscreen of the van.
No, just to the top, the metal bit where it rises up.
Fantastic.
So there you go. I think it's a common thing.
Did it? Just
No, I looked,
was
in
it on the bonnet?
I looked in the mirror, and I could see it just like going down into the motorway like that.
Going back to Adam, where we used to
Pigeon.
work in Worsley, were by the canal, weren't it?
Yeah.
And winter time a few years ago, I don't know if someone will learn, but there were a duck. They were frozen. There were a duck, arse in the air, head in the water, frozen into the canal.
You're joking.
I had a picture of
That's
it.
brilliant.
I don't know how we got it.
That is absolutely. It's like literally frozen in situ.
Yeah. Heads in the water, arses in the air. Were you there? Yeah. Funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
I've got a story about a duck. I came home the other week, and there's a fucking duck on my decking in my back garden, dead, just in the middle of my decking. I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on here? It's just how's it? Like looking around, like
Might have been that Uber driver.
there's literally, yeah. There's literally a dead duck.
We've got Mike on there.
And anyway, my lad came down and said, "Oh, there was a massive bang while you were out." And I wondered what it was. And the duck had flown straight into the back bedroom window and just fucking broke its neck straight away. And I was like, God, you could have that on Christmas Day,
Do you know what? I was just about to say.
Yeah.
When you were saying about the ducks, now I'm gonna get a Chinese.
You want a Chinese? Danny wants a Chinese for his tea.
What about your high blood pressure?
Have we got a question in the audience, did you say?
It's not a question, but I've had a few experiences with Dave, because me and Dave worked together for like
a long time.
One of them was in a van when we worked for a conservatory firm. We used to do all the bases for the conservatories, didn't we?
Yeah.
I think we were coming back from Wales.
We were going.
We nearly went over a bridge.
We were on the way. We were on the way back from Wales, and we were
Queen's
going over
Ferry.
Queen's Ferry Bridge. And I was being a bit of a knob. I was.
Yeah, he was
like,
talking to me.
I was like this in the van, woo, just doing that like side to side in the van, being a bit of a dick. And Mike was like, "Whoa, just be careful and everything." And the van was really loaded up with stuff. Woo, shut up, but it'll be fine like that. Woo, And as I was doing that, I lost complete control.
Hit the side of the bridge. And the van spun a little bit. And it's the only time actually ever Mike has properly shouted at me. Lost it on me. It's like, you could have fucking killed us both. I mean, he was absolutely right. We nearly ended up in the estuary, basically. We nearly went through the bridge. So... Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's been a few, and there's just one more as well.
Yeah.
We used to when we were working on that job in Whaley Bridge actually with the rats. We used to
the rat job.
We used to go with Gary because Gary liked fishing. Our rod carrier.
Yeah.
We used to go and have our lunch by this river, and I don't know why we were in my Fiesta at the time, and we used to always go there and park it there. But I remember
I know what you're gonna say.
One day,
Gary and Dave decided to egg me on and say, I reckon you could drive through that river to the other side. It was quite shallow, the water, but it was quite deep. So anyway, one day I decided, right, let's just go for it.
We all got in the car and
We all
tried to
got in
drive
the car,
across the river.
and we went across, and I got stuck in the middle of the river.
Stuck in the middle of the river. Yeah, we did.
In
Yeah,
the
we did.
Fiesta.
And the water was like literally like bubbling up
into the car.
And Mike's going,
We had
for
to-
fuck's sake, get us out of here, quick, get us out of here.
We ended up like
We had to
can't-
push it back off.
Push it out. You and Gary pushed it out.
I don't even know why we did
I
that.
don't know. Just one normal lunch in construction.
I do remember one other incident with Mike, actually. I was in this van and I was working for Anglian, like I say, Anglian Construction Windows or Conservatories or whatever. And I was driving through Wilmslow and the guy kept repeatedly braking in front of me. And I remember saying to Mike, he'd done it about 4 or 5 times, you know, when you just them knobheads. And I remember, I just said to Mike, I said, if he does it one more time, I'm just going to fucking go right in the back of him. So he broke, and I just went for it. And I smashed right into the back of him, right? And then he pulled over, and he was like, get out. And I just drove past. Me and Mike were like, you wanker, like that. And every day for like a month, I kept thinking something's going to happen. Nothing ever came of it.
They're probably watching on
no
TikTok.
insurance?
Nothing. No, he must have had no insurance or something. Yeah.
That's probably it.
I smashed all his bonnet boot up and everything, and nothing ever came of it. And I was for months. I remember thinking, I'm gonna get sacked or something. So I'm gonna get. But I just got all because he's like very brake happy, So we've got. Yeah, that's true. Someone's just said in the audience who doesn't watch the podcast. If you do, I think.
Fuck off.
Yeah, fuck off. Yeah.
So we've got a question. It's a great question from my good old mate David Webb.
Webby.
Actually, just funny enough, if we could pass Webby the mic. Webby actually worked for Anglian.
Did he?
I think. Didn't you, Dave, as well
Shit.
at one point?
And I've
I
just
did,
told
yeah.
that story. And I've just told that story.
No, well, I was only in a call centre. It was $3.20 an hour, and it paid for Ryan Apper.
Yes,
When we
Dave.
were 16, 17, yeah.
That could win the pants. That could maybe win the pants.
That
could win the pants.
In fact, me and Dave roughly the same size as well. So.
Yeah. I'd say Dave's thinner.
Yeah.
I know I was gutted with that comment then. To be honest, yeah.
Webby's question, and it's a great question I picked up before. If you didn't work in construction, what would you do? So, I mean, I'd love to say a footballer, but like, I'll be realistic.
Like realistic, yeah. God, I don't know.
Jay, come on. Look.
Probably for me, I don't know. Maybe like the police or something. Mate. I
Yeah,
sort
you'd
of
be-
wanted to go into the police a little bit. I always,
You'd be.
but I'd be a nice copper.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know. You can't. You're just talking about smashing into the back people's vans. Coppers do far worse, I reckon. Yeah. Maybe something like the police or something. I don't know. It's a tough one, isn't it? Because you cut me in half. It says Accrington. Do you know what I mean? That's a in Brick Lane joke that nobody got. Which is fine. No.
I mean, you've sort of left construction now, but like.
Yeah, Jay's a digital king, isn't he? Basically,
Chalk and
Teaching
cheese,
Dan.
isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you be, Dan?
What would you be, Dan, if you
Do
wanted?
you know what? I've always wanted to be a butler.
Naked butler.
What are you talking about?
Yeah,
a
no.
butler? Where the fuck? What?
I genuinely think like
Where the fuck is he? I've rang the bell 10 times. Where is he?
eating your food, mate.
He's like, in the kitchen, like that, with all the guys from Downton, just
Danny thinks he's Paul Burrell.
a butler to who?
The king.
The king, like the king's butler.
Yeah, I think I'd.
You reckon you could have made it right up to the king, or the queen, or whatever?
I don't know. I don't know.
A
I was
butler?
Thinking about it the other week, and I thought, what would make a good butler?
I know what you mean, though. Like good posture and everything.
I worked behind a bar once and did a bit, and I loved it. And I served meals, and because of my big hands, I was good at holding loads of plates.
Yeah.
So I was like carrying everything.
I think that's the most random thing you've ever said in 10 episodes on the podcast. Is that you want to be a butler?
Jay's just, is that a sausage sandwich? No, it's me hand.
Would you like a Pringle, sir? It's just like
Yeah, butler. Fair enough.
think
I
that's
said
the-
policeman, and everyone went, yeah. You said butler, and every single person pissed themselves, basically.
I think that's the
Merry
perfect way
Christmas.
to wind down.
I think that is
Isn't it?
probably the perfect way to wind down. I think we're nearly at time here, aren't we?
Yeah,
actually.
well, we were.
Are we going to do the quick giveaway?
I'll be honest. I'm giving it Webby.
You're going to give it Webby.
So
Round of applause to Webby for the. Webby gets a £35 pair of Screwfix pants. I've got to do this. Got to do this
in my size.
That's his theory if we're the same size.
Yeah. And also 17 plastic bottles go into every single pair of them pants, David. So wear them whilst you're doing your decorating or the dirty jobs.
Gardening,
bit of gardening maybe. Yeah. Yeah.
Right, lots of pockets in it.
I'll strut into Kira today, just like.
Brilliant. I think we've got nothing on the table that we want to just talk about before we.
Oh, there was. Yeah, well, obviously, part of the pod, if you've seen it or listened to it, you might not see this, but we always do one about tools. We've got different selections. That's, by the way, earlier in the series, we talked about buying decent tools. That's 15 years old and still works.
15 years old, still works.
That's good.
Yeah.
Anthony, can you pass to Mike? Do you remember
Withington
that
Town
nail gun?
Hall clock, yeah.
Yeah. What did we do with it?
Well, we did nothing, you did a lot.
I presume you were firing it at people.
We stood outside his front door,
Yeah.
and we could see if we could fire it over the clock in Didsbury, and we did it.
Fantastic.
Well, you say that,
Yeah.
you don't know 3 streets along.
Was that the same weekend where someone died with a nail in the head and they never caught who did it? Was it that weekend?
The nail gun killer.
The nail gun killer
Saw a
of
guy
Manchester.
running from the scene dressed
Yeah.
in butler.
Yeah.
A butler? Where the fuck?
Seriously though, because you talked the other week about taking the safety off, and it's ridiculous how far they go.
Yeah.
It's absolutely.
Yeah, we did talk about that on the pod about taking
I'll
the
show
safe.
you, actually.
It's not loaded. It's not loaded. Don't
just so
worry.
you all know.
Don't
There's
worry.
no battery in it.
Can you imagine now if you like accidentally kill someone in the audience?
Don't ever do this, but bang and then fire.
Yeah.
And it will
Why
fire.
did they make it that easy to do that then? Do you think?
Bit of a laugh, innit?
Yeah. They must know. The manufacturers of their machines must know that every single person that uses it at some point is going to pull it back and go.
I think you're supposed to be responsible
Bang.
with it.
Yeah.
guys.
No, of course you are. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Wasn't that responsible? But yeah, nail guns. But one I wanted to get out today was something like this. Now, Dave, sorry, can you? Danny's going to do his little tool. Are you going to review?
No, it's just not just tradesmen or women. Every house have one. In fact, the producers before were saying
They were looking for an Allen key. Why is an Allen key called an Allen key? Anybody
anyone
know?
know?
No? I think Jacob knows.
It's a brand name.
It's just a brand name. It's that boring.
Brand Allen.
Allen.
That's what it is.
Buy an Allen key. How boring. How boring are you to say to yourself, I've just invented this really cool thing, right, that can open like hexagonal things, right? Oh, great. What are you going to call it?
Allen.
I'm going to call it Allen. Allen? You're going to call it Allen?
Allen.
You're not going to call it like the hexagonal opener-upperer?
Well, it's called a hex key.
Yeah.
It's like Hoover.
Yeah, but Allen.
Vacuum.
Everyone knows it as Allen.
It's like Stanley knife.
Yeah.
Remember?
16 years old, bought his first tool from B&Q.
Mike.
Oh, sorry. First tool he ever bought was from B&Q. He'd just been told he'd got his apprenticeship at Stockport Council, and he was in the car. And I took him to B&Q to get these tools. And was it a carpet? Was it a
Stanley knife. Yeah.
Stanley knife? Yeah.
About
And he
5
ended
minutes
up,
from here.
cut his thumb. Was it your thumb? It was your thumb. And ended up in A&E. That's his first tool.
You talked about it on the pod. You told it on
Yeah.
on one of the episodes.
Do you remember that night? Yeah.
No, just
I don't know.
no. But just something like this, great kit. Every household should have one. Get one. Site manager's looking at me. Just saying.
Every household should have one.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we're pretty much done, aren't we? Basically, I
We're
think
done.
pretty much
Yeah.
done. Just got a few thank yous, a few things to say. So we're just off nearly at 10 million views, which has been amazing. TikTok's been absolutely amazing for us. We're at 518-ish subscribers. Need to get that up to 1,000 on YouTube. So if you want to subscribe to us on YouTube, click the link in the bio. A few thank yous. I want to thank you too.
Yeah.
It's been absolutely amazing. 10 hours. We've done 10 hours of this shit. And people are watching it.
I know.
I don't quite know why, but yeah, it's 10 hours. So, I want to thank you two because it's been amazing.
No, thank you both as well. It's been great.
Yeah, no, it has. Yeah. I think we wouldn't have been able to do it without being Pi Radio.
Massive. Yeah.
And Solomon at Pi Radio, Ben at Pi Radio, and Mike at Pi Radio as well. So thank you to everyone at Pi
just
Radio.
On that from Pi, it's like not just obviously using the studio, like the advice you've given us
Yeah,
and stuff and everything.
all the help you've given us, the
like
advice you've given us.
external
Yeah,
stuff. And,
yeah.
it's been amazing.
It's been
for us.
brilliant, guys. Yeah. Honestly, so thank you
love
very
coming
much
here.
for that. Thank you to all the audience for coming out today to watch us as well. Absolutely amazing. Loved it. Hope you've enjoyed it. I don't know if it's been any good or not. I don't know if it's worked. There is one more question.
Oh, there's two.
Oh, there's two.
Jay and Dave, you do it.
So we don't want to miss out on everyone's question. Michael Melia Senior, who are the best paid tradesmen in the building trade? Well, we covered this on one of the pods, but employed, best paid at the moment this year, currently are bricklayers. Nationally, employed statistics, not self-employed, employed. They're currently the best paid at the moment.
Well, I was aiming at self-employed.
Self-employed, oh God.
I think it's electricians.
Yeah.
It's got to be still. Yeah, it's gotta be.
Potentially
It's gotta be
electricians,
still.
plumbers. Yeah, I mean, they drive around in Rolls Royces, don't they, for a reason? Yeah, they do a lot of half days. They do a lot of half days.
Like site managers.
Yeah, like site managers. Yeah. And last question. Last question, Jay.
Got one from Harry, so I'm going to answer it first. I'm going to say they're all a pain in the ass. And the question is, what trade is the worst to deal with?
What trade is the worst to deal with?
To be honest, you're a good place to because of the sign-ups that you used to do
Yeah,
and
yeah.
all the different trades you spoke to.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on that?
Oh, well. They all like to moan.
They all like to moan.
None of them know how to use technology.
Yeah.
They love the 90s.
That's a great question. Yeah. All tradesmen love the 90s. Yeah.
And they love a good pint, but I don't know. They're all pretty similar.
Yeah.
I'd say the worst to deal with is the ones who think they're better than they are, which is the site managers.
Yeah. I will answer as well, saying I think as long as you like your heart's in the right place and you try and do a good job as a tradesperson. I mean, if you try and ripping someone off, then you're an absolute. See you next Tuesday. You know what I mean? You absolutely are. And if you know, and there's a lot of them people out there as well, but there's a lot of good guys and girls out there. Right, we're pretty much done. So we're going to be back February 2023 for season 2.
Can we tell them about what we might be talking?
Yeah, so we're in talks with 2 companies to be sponsored next year. So we can't announce anything yet because nothing's agreed yet. It's been going on for a long time. Some really exciting stuff coming in 2023. Getting involved with Screwfix's National Apprenticeship Year of the Year awards with them. Another tool provider which will be coming live too in 2023 from their premises as well. So that's going to be really cool. I think that's just about it, guys. Yeah. 10 hours a year's worth of your life doing podcasts. Yeah. Doing a podcast. Thank you everyone for listening. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you everyone for coming today. Really appreciate it.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.